Olu of Imashayi, Oba Lukman Kwoye, has appealed to aggrieved indigenes of the town over his choice as the new Oba. Oba Kwoye stated this during his coronation ceremony and conferment of Chieftaincy titles on prominent indigenes and holders in Yewa North local government area of Ogun State. The Monarch urged the other candidates that contested for the stool to put the past behind them and join hands with him to develop the town.
I will not relent in my efforts to bring about the needed transformation by working assiduously to rewrite the history of Imashayi and position it in an enviable position among its contemporaries. Distinguished Imashayi indigenes and residents, this is time for all to get up to work in unity and come together irrespective of our religion, political and social affiliations to build the Imashayi of our dream. Imashayi that we will all be proud to leave behind for our grandchildren. At this point, I would like to speak to our youth who were instrumental to my ascension to the throne. I want you all to understand that this is your government because I'm still a part of the youth constituency. I want you all to commit your youthful strength into elevating the status of Imashayi by shunning any act that may undermine your personal development. Our elders, mothers, and fathers will also not be left out in the administration of Imashayi. They will be consulted at every time the need arises. Their experience and knowledge will be brought forward in making informed decisions that will foster rapid development of our town, while not ignoring our children. Similarly, I'm appealing to all aggrieved citizens of Imashayi to put behind them everything that has happened in the past and let us all come together in synergy to achieve the Imashayi dream. We cannot afford to be divided at this moment. The labor of our past heroes will not be put into jeopardy because of our individual and personal differences.
The governor of the state, Dapo Abiodun, represented by his deputy, Noimotsalako Oyedele, in his remarks, urged the traditional rulers to help the government in tackling challenges at the grassroots.
I was very happy when Kabiyesi said he was a youth, because as a youth, we know the vigor and the energy that youth brings to things that we do nowadays. And I'm sure that this youthfulness that Kabiyesi will bring to the throne will also guide Imashayi on a path to a very, very promising future. My personal call to Kabiyesi is that he should use this throne as an opportunity to bring sons and daughters of Imashayi back home. I have known about Imashayi for over 50 years. I was 4 years old when my parents became neighbors to the family of the late Reverend Kuyebi, who came from Imashayi. And I've always known about this town. My parents have been here several times with them to celebrate different rites of passage. So you can count me as one of your own. However, the path for all these towns must be recarved and repurposed. Kabiyesi, there's a lot of work to be done. You have to find all your sons and daughters right around the world and bring them back home so that they can have pride in their heritage and they can support you as you develop this town. I recently met a young man in Lagos. He's a property developer. And when he mentioned his name, I said, are you from Imashayi? He said, yes. I said, I'm going to be in Imashayi on Saturday for coronation. I said, I've been there only once in my life. Kabiyesi, I will introduce you to this man. You have to bring him back to Imashayi to help you support your vision for this town.
Ẹni ọ̀gá tó kúrò, bí a sọ wẹ́ẹ̀ tó lọ, tó bá tó lọ ló tún gbélé sí, yẹ́nì bá dé dé ní.
So that they can bring all come together and
Ó bá tún ní lọ́la bákan náà.
community. So you don't see
Ọ̀la lọ́jọ́ Sunday, ìpàdé tún kálágàdá láàbẹ̀ òkú táwọn.
the winner. Those
Mo tún máa ṣe dọ́là fún Israel. Ọmọ náà ṣọ́fà ní bákan náà aláṣẹ ìfọ̀ lọ́la. Ọlọ́run ṣe ògo tó gbẹ lára mi. Ó tún tọmọ lábẹ́ mi ní ilẹ̀ òun. Àlòkò tó gbẹ lára mi. Ó tún ti bá bẹ́ẹ̀ lómi ilẹ̀ òun.
By God's grace, with the shop Aloju.
That I believe